Good morning, parents and students. Now, on the information leaflet, we did mention that this session is going to be conducted in English. But I think it's more 親切 to speak to everyone in Cantonese. Now, could I check if anyone may not be able to understand Cantonese here? You may. Okay, I don't see any. Oh, okay, we do have one. Now, it's going to be mixed in Cantonese and English anyway. And I also want to say that we have our consultation room for pharmacy degree in SR4, Seminar Room 4. So if you do have any question after the talk, please feel free to come over to the room and one of us will answer your question. Now, before I start our BPharm information session, may I now introduce our Dean of Medicine, Professor C.S. Lau, to come up and say a few words. Thank you, Professor.
Okay. So now shall I use English or Chinese or Cantonese? We have one who doesn't understand Cantonese, right? Okay. So I'll be very brief. Use a bit of Chinese and use a bit of English. 早晨，大家好嚇 ，Morning all, and thank you very much for coming to this admissions talk from the Department of Pharmacology and Pharmacy. 講下講咗全部英文添嚇，咁 I think just want to say that in fact 我哋通常咧，我哋講緊我哋講緊醫學院，醫學院裏面有啲乜嘢嘅成員喺度咧，我哋不停咁講會話醫護，咁所以我哋香港大學醫學院咧有護理學院。我哋講緊醫研，即係研究嘅研，我哋亦都有一個 biomedical sciences 嘅 school， 亦都有一個 biomedical engineering 嘅 school。咁亦都好緊要嘅就係醫藥。OK， 我自己係一個醫生 ，I'm a doctor。OK， 我要點樣可以幫到病人咧？我一定要用唔同嘅方法，當然可以考慮做手術啦，可以做啲咩嘅話，咁亦都係一定要用藥物嚟到幫助病人。咁所以我哋香港大學醫學院咧，就呢個嘅藥理學咧係一個好緊要嘅學科。OK， 藥理學咧，你要讀藥理學咧，你要明白人體點樣會出病生病，你亦都會明白人體點樣我哋生咗病之後用一啲嘅藥物去改變翻佢。咁我哋嘅同事呢一陣間就會解釋俾大家聽，我哋個藥理學係點樣可以嚟參與我哋一齊啦，join us as part of our family。咁除咗係點樣係利用藥物去幫助病人呢？其實藥理學喺我哋醫學院呢，我哋有好多不同嘅發展嘅，係會幫助同學除咗明白個藥物點用之外呢，亦都喺個科研嗰方面、研究嗰方面有好多嘅課程。我哋嘅藥理學嘅同事呢，亦都喺科研嗰方面呢係做得十分之好。咁畢咗業之後呢，陣間我諗我哋相信大家都會問佢哋有啲咩嘅前途咁樣。其實呢，香港現在我哋喺個醫療個改革嗰度呢，係大量需要一啲嘅同事係幫助醫生去照顧病人。醫生淨係得醫生係完全係冇用嘅。OK，doctors cannot manage patients on their own。OK， 我哋一定要我哋嘅好多嘅同事。咁所以喺不同嘅護理、藥理方面呢，嗰個嘅發展都會有好多。咁亦都係有一個喺個醫院裏面嘅藥理啦，喺個社區裏面嘅藥理同埋藥劑啦。咁一陣間我相信大家都會聽到呢，我哋香港大學醫學院呢係即係第一間係香港喺個大學喺個醫學院裏面係有我哋自己嘅社區藥房。咁我哋同學呢係好早就可以有機會呢係有呢個嘅實際實地嘅經驗。OK， 咁我諗我唔講咁多啦，因為我知道呢已經遲咗開始。咁跟住呢時間好緊迫，我應該 I should pass the microphone back to our colleagues from the Department of Pharmacology and Pharmacy to tell you about the Bachelor of Pharmacy program. I hope the guest, okay, who 邊個啊頭先我睇I didn't quite, yeah. Did you understand any of the things that I said? Most of the points. Okay, thank you. All right, okay. 咁歡迎大家。咁 交翻個咪俾我哋同事啦。
好，大家早晨。首先我代表 Department of Pharmacology and Pharmacy 歡迎大家嚟到我哋Bachelor of Pharmacy 嘅 Information Session。咁我係 Jody 啦，我係 B Pharm Program Director。所以對於個 program 咧，我今日希望用少少時間去同大家介紹一下我哋香港大學藥劑及藥理學系嘅一啲比較特別嘅地方。咁亦都可以順帶咧，好似頭先阿院長講到啦，同大家介紹一下其實而家藥劑師究竟喺香港啦或者世界各地有啲乜嘢嘅角色嘅。咁可能當然大家要記住呢個6494嘅號碼啦。當大家去選擇你哋嘅科目嘅時候，咁再講多一次啦。我哋喺 Seminar Room 4咧，我哋有我哋嘅老師同同學喺嗰度同大家解答問題。所以如果將來一陣間有咩問題咧，歡迎大家去到嗰間房度問我哋嘅。嗱，首先今日啦個少少流程啦，就係會講返主要4樣嘢。究竟喺香港啦，我哋嘅藥劑服務或者係藥劑師嘅角色咧，其實而家發展到去乜嘢嘅地步啦？另外咧係有啲好特別嘅features 啦，我哋叫就係我哋香港大學藥劑嘅課程係獨有嘅。而我哋嘅 department 啦，對於學生嘅學習啦方面啦，大學生活上有啲咩支援啦？最後就係 admission requirement。如果大家講到究竟藥劑師做乜嘢嘅咧？可能最易聽到就係話藥劑師咪執藥咯，係咪？呢個係我諗好多公眾咧會咁樣諗嘅。而我亦都特登咧擺咗一張我哋陳年啲嘅相喺你哋嘅右角右邊啦。好多人諗藥劑師咪就係喺窗門我哋見到俾一隻藥你嗰位醫護人員咯。其實我哋而家藥劑師好似頭先院長提過啦。喺藥物嘅管理方面啦，安全用藥方面咧，係有一個好重要嘅角色嘅。咁我哋個藥劑課程咧，正係因為咁樣咧，亦都係希望可以訓練我哋嘅同學將來出嚟做藥劑師，點樣可以為我哋嘅市民把關，就係喺藥物嘅安全上面把關。咁以下咧，我哋就擺咗好多咧，而家嘅藥劑師啦，其實喺乜嘢範疇咧會有工作嘅機會啊，或者係發展嘅地方，包括醫院啦、診所啦、社區藥房啦、一啲非牟利組織嘅藥房組織啦、藥廠當然啦，可以去衛生署，亦甚至可以做科研，或者好似我自己咁返嚟大學去教書嘅。咁當然我都係一位藥劑師啦。咁我咧就會好快咧講一講個出路啊，因為其實大家都比較關心呢樣嘢嘅。如果講到出路嚟講咧，我覺得藥劑呢個 degree 啦，呢個學系係一個提供到俾同學咧好多唔同嘅機會嘅。咁可能個字比較細少少啦，但係可能喺你哋嘅個 booklet 度都會見到。頭先提過啦，喺唔同嘅範疇當中咧，你都可以見到咧，究竟我哋喺唔同嘅範疇主要大約負責嘅個職責係乜嘢啦？咁我哋好快咁講一講啦。嗱，譬如喺醫院。喺醫院啦，係嘅，我哋都會做到配藥嘅工作，但係好多時咧，我哋係個角色咧係核對嗰個處方嘅安全性。究竟開出嚟嗰個藥咧，同我哋而家個病人食緊嘅藥有冇啲咩問題啊？係咪安全啊？呢個係個 dispensing 配藥上面咧，我哋會做到嘅嘢。越嚟越多嘅醫管局嘅醫院啦，其實基本上大部分都已經有，我哋已經有臨床藥劑師嘅服務啦。佢哋會喺唔同嘅可能比較特別嘅 units 啦，我哋叫就會喺嗰度咧上病房，直接同病人溝通，同埋同醫生一齊巡房嘅。譬如一啲癌症嘅科啊、兒科啊等等，都已經有臨床服務噶啦。另外啦，喺普通病房甚至內科病房咧，藥劑師都會喺嗰度幫病人去睇藥、解答藥嘅問題。medicine information 就係咁意思啦。另外咧，當然有好多調配藥嘅工作咧，都要藥劑師去做到。咁當然要提及就係一啲 clinical trial， 即係做一啲臨床上嘅研究啦。咁藥廠啦，就係一個我哋而家好多畢業生咧，越嚟越有興趣去工作嘅地方，因為本身喺藥廠入邊咧，係好多唔同嘅範疇咧，藥劑嘅畢業生都可以幫手嘅。 可能比較做得多啦，會係 medical information 啊，一啲 marketing 啊 ，pharmacovigilance 咧，即係一啲藥物確保安全啊，或者係regulatory affair 啊。咁所以咧喺我哋嘅課程當中咧，我哋都會涉及會教啲同學仔pharmaceutical industry 入邊需要知道嘅知識係乜嘢。頭先院長提過啦，我哋而家其實發展緊好大嘅咧，係我哋嘅基層醫療服務。咁再重申一次啦，基層醫療咧唔係俾基層嘅醫療，而係咩叫基層醫療咧？係希望咧我哋嘅公眾咧唔好一有少少頭暈身㷫啊，或者一啲比較簡單嘅病痛咧，即刻去急症室，或者第一時間咧就即刻去要去排隊好多個鐘去睇醫生，未必需要。究竟喺基層醫療，我哋想達到啲咩效果咧？就係會唔會有一啲問題可以問到藥劑師咧？社區藥房其實而家好多都會揾到啦，裏邊都會有藥劑師喺度嘅。咁有冇一啲問題可以藥劑師幫你解決呢？同埋大家我相信都聽過咧，地區康健中心 （District Health Centre）。地區康健中心入邊咧，亦都有好多嘅醫護人員，有護士啊，其他嘅醫護人員咧，去幫大家去解決問題。咁所以咧喺基層醫療方面咧，大家見到我哋亦都喺我哋嘅課程咧擺咗好多唔同嘅features 啦，係教我哋嘅學生點樣去處理喺社區上嘅一啲小病小痛啊，一啲病人嚟問你有好多症狀，我哋點樣去幫佢？咁當然當中亦都包含好多health promotion， 即係可能一啲疫苗點樣去教導我哋嘅病人啊咁樣。咁跟住落嚟咧，我想講一講我哋香港大學嘅 BPharm program 有咩咁特別咧？咁咧我就第一就係我哋雖然係我哋叫 relatively new， 其實而家都唔新㗎啦。我哋其實係09年咧先開始有我哋呢一個BPharm 嘅 program 嘅。喺過去呢10幾年咧，其實我哋做咗好多唔同嘅改善啊，或者好多唔同嘅改變，就係希望迎合翻咧而家香港嘅醫療制度嘅一啲嘅發展。咁基層醫療啊，就係一個幾大嘅方向啦。嗱，呢度咧係少少嘅額外資料嘅。其實我哋 show 咗啲咩出嚟咧？就係可能大家都有聽過咧。如果你喺外國讀完藥劑，翻嚟香港想執業，好似我就係一個例子啦。我喺澳洲讀 pharmacy 嘅，我翻嚟嘅時候咧就要去考3個試嘅。咁呢3個試咧分別係 pharmacy legislation 啦，即係嗰啲法例啦。第2係 pharmacy practice， 第3係 pharmacology。So 要3個 paper 啦，係分開3日考。要3個 paper 咧都一定要 pass 咧，先會有呢一個 license。咁我哋咧攞咗2024年嘅 passing rate， 呢啲係外國翻嚟嘅藥劑師成績點咧？嗱，我哋有第一份 paper 考 law 嘅30% pass 啦，第2份 paper pharmacy practice 6.76%， 係唔係打錯字嘅？唔係67，係6.76。第3個 paper pharmacology 大約30%。難嘅個 exam， 咁當然我哋嘅老師有份出呢份 paper 啦。當年我考咧係差唔多係呢個數咯。咁即係其實每一年都係差唔多嘅個數。嗱，喺香港我哋讀藥劑咧就唔需要考呢個試嘅，因為我哋個課程咧已經係被 Hong Kong Pharmacy and Poisons Board accredit 咗。意思係喺香港讀呢個課程咧就唔需要考呢一啲試，但喺外國讀藥劑翻嚟係需要考啦。咁我哋係一個4年嘅課程啦。如果大家咧睇翻你哋今日咧攞到嘅呢本prospectus 嘅第22頁咧，就會望到藥劑所需要讀嘅所有嘅course 喺入邊㗎啦。咁呢啲 credit 呢啲可能對你嚟講，但係而家係唔係好了解係乜嘢啦？但係都係嗰句，如果你又想知道了解多啲，歡迎過嚟問我哋嘅。大家見到咧，當中係一個幾廣泛嘅一個課程，包含咗一啲 pharmacy core courses 啦，係主要係好明顯啦，要喺藥劑上我哋需要你好了解藥劑嘅運作啦。Pharmacy elective 有機會咧俾同學咧去揀，去到4年班嘅時候可以揀一啲自己有興趣嘅科目去讀。Common core 啦，就係大學嘅制度，係每一個同學都需要讀一啲咧同本科冇關嘅 courses。但係唔算佔好多比例。另外有 language 啦，同埋 digital literacy。digital literacy 咧，即係教大家同學咧 AI 係點樣運用啦，或者係有啲用 AI 嘅時候有咩要注意，因為我哋知道咧阻止唔到同學用 AI 㗎啦。咁如果係咁咧，不如我哋教同學好好咁樣去運用 AI，尤其是咧醫護人員嘅時候，點樣可以用到 AI 去幫自己。跟住咧，好多家長或者同學都會問啦，咦，咁我讀完個藥劑個 degree 之後會發生咩事㗎？嗱，你跟住咧就要做1年嘅 intern 嘅。1年 intern 首先就畢咗業啦，跟住你要做1年嘅 intern， 起碼6個月係需要喺醫院嘅。咁當你做咗個1年 intern 啦，你嘅preceptor 你嘅 supervisor 覺得你係合資格啦，或者個 standard 個 competency 係夠啦，咁你就可以攞個牌啦，正式 registered pharmacist。咁我哋每年收生啦係35至40X 個啦，係啦，咁呢個係大約我哋嘅數目咯。咁而家咧，我就會講一講咧，我哋香港大學嘅 B Pharm program 有啲咩咁特別嘅地方啦。咁我每一樣嘢咧，都會逐樣去同大家講解一下嘅。嗱，第一我哋有一樣嘢叫做 PEP Pharmacy Experiential Education Program。嗱，咩叫 PEP 咧？就係咧，我哋由1年班到4年班都會提供俾我哋嘅學生咧，去真係一啲實戰嘅機會，即係話咧，我哋係要你去返工嘅。咁啊，對於學生嚟講啊，返工都係有挑戰嘅。最聽到係咩咧？哎呀，原來我企咁耐好攰啊！或者係要好早去搭車去返工，或者係去到我要學點樣同病人溝通喎。呢啲係咧，我哋喺課堂上，就算我哋點樣想同你練習咧，其實最好嘅方法就係你真係去嗰個工作地方去體驗。咁我哋會有係好好嘅 structure 啦，去俾學生同埋你喺個 workplace 嗰個地方嘅 supervisor 啦，知道其實你個 learning objectives 係乜嘢啦，你去嘅目的係乜嘢啦。咁所以咧，希望喺一個由1年班到4年班咧，都可以support 到我哋學生嗰個發展嘅。咁比較特別啦，就係2年級同3年級一個禮拜有1日咧。同學係唔需要返學嘅，佢哋咧就會去到唔同嘅社區藥房啦、醫院啦去工作，係一個禮拜1日。咁就2年級嘅全年同埋3年級嘅上學期都會做到呢樣嘢。咁我哋見到嘅分別係咧，可以學以致用啦，同埋佢哋喺出邊見到好多藥物嘅問題，佢可以攞翻嚟問老師啦，大家討論。咁所以呢個係我哋比較特別嘅一個地方。嗱，去到4年班就唔同啦。4年班咧去一個 block 嘅，我哋叫 clerkship， 就係每一個範疇，包括醫院、社區藥房同埋藥廠，學生都要用2個星期去3個地方去做一個實習。因為嗰陣時佢哋已經係4年級㗎啦嘛，已經應該係知道咗好多藥劑嘅一啲基本嘅知識。咁所以去到佢個 objective 咧，就同1年班同2年班好唔同啦。咁咧，而家就講一講啦。我哋香港大學咧有好多我哋叫pharmacy teaching sites 啦，係exclusive for 我哋香港大學嘅學生嘅。嗱，港怡醫院咧，大家可能都知道喺黃竹坑海洋公園附近啦，係一間私家醫院。但係咧同我哋香港大學咧係我哋香港大學嘅 teaching hospital 嚟嘅。咁所以咧，我尋日先至帶咗啲1年級嘅同學咧去參觀，去了解一下私家醫院嘅服務啦。咁所以港怡醫院啦係其中一個地方啦。咁其實左手邊呢幅相咧係我哋其中一位老師，佢係一半時間會喺港怡醫院，亦一半時間翻嚟教書。咁希望就可以將最新嘅教俾我哋啲學生，亦都幫我哋啲學生製造一啲 placement 嘅機會啦。咁當然啦，另外我哋有好多社區藥房啦、NGO 合作嘅伙伴。呢間係其中一間喺香港仔嗰邊嘅，咁亦都係一間咧 exclusive 嘅教學嘅藥房嚟嘅，係淨係俾我哋香港大學嘅學生啦。頭先院長提到啦，我哋一個非常特別嘅地方係上年11月，我哋開咗我哋自己嘅社區藥房，Hong Kong UMac Community Pharmacy。可能大家喺唔同嘅報道度咧已經見過啦。呢個係好特別嘅一件事。香港啦或者係外國啦，好少有呢個例子。有自己嘅藥房有咩好咧？呢一間藥房咧，除咗係開放俾公眾之外啦，亦都係提供咗一個好好嘅教育嘅地方俾我哋學生。我哋唔單止係教藥劑學生嘅，我哋裏邊啦會歡迎有護士啊、醫生啊，會過嚟去了解一下其實藥劑師喺基層醫療啦，或者係社區藥房有啲乜嘢可以幫到手喎，應該話。咁所以其實咧，我哋而家喺呢間藥房咧，亦都提供咗好多新嘅服務。 作為一個試點，因為作為一間教學藥房啦，我哋好多嘢新嘅可以試咯。咁所以我哋今日係有去嗰個藥房嘅 tour 嘅，如果大家未去參觀，可以去睇下。咁當然要提就係我哋出邊好多嘅 partners 啦。咁左邊係瑪麗醫院我哋嘅藥房同事啦，亦都有一啲可能大家比較熟悉嘅連鎖店嘅藥房啦。另外咧，亦都會喺一啲社區嘅中心去做唔同嘅服務嘅。我哋最想做到嘅咧，係唔係停留喺而家嘅訓練，而係話到俾我哋學生聽，將來藥劑師或者嚟緊藥劑師有啲乜嘢特別嘅職責啦喺社會。例如啦，打針服務啦，我哋今年其實我哋幾年前咧，因為疫情嘅關係咧，我哋都已經將疫苗注射咧放入咗我哋嘅藥劑課程入邊㗎啦。其實外國啦已經好多年咧，有好幾十個國家咧都係有藥劑師去打疫苗嘅。咁香港啦，我哋就起碼我哋嘅學生係有一個機會去學習呢個技巧。咁將來咧喺個佢哋嘅工作地方啦，有機會咧可以運用到嘅。咁呢個就大家可能要即係拭目以待啦，睇下嚟緊嘅發展會係點。但係我哋要同學仔會學㗎啦。仲有啦，頭先講到基層醫療嘅重要性，呢一度咧就係所有我哋而家咧都有機會合作嘅基層醫療嘅伙伴。當中啦好多會有藥房嘅服務，可能大家聽過樂善堂啊、聖 James 啊、呂清啊等等。咁呢啲咧都係我哋有啲同學仔有機會去做placement 啊、PEP 嘅地方。頭先提到咧，我哋嘅課程咧有一個特別嘅地方，就係4年班嘅時候咧有一樣嘢叫做 enrichment module。嗱，1、2年級、3年級好多去藥房工作嘅機會，去 clerkship 好多機會。去到4年班下學期咧，比較放鬆少少啊。通常啲同學即係覺得就畢業啦咁。咩叫 enrichment 咧？就係去到4年級啦。有一個禮拜有2日，同學咧係有機會去一啲佢哋選擇嘅 NGO 機構，又可以係 NGO 機構，可以係一啲科研嘅地方，係希望咧應該話盡量咧係同藥劑冇關嘅，因為覺得去到4年級啦，咦，不如我哋俾同學去體驗一下社會咯喎。咁嗱呢度有啲show 到一啲例子啦，就我哋嘅4年級學生去過邊度咧？譬如話有啲咧會去一啲社企。去做糕點啦，佢唔係做糕點嗰個，但係佢會幫手去 manage 嗰個生意。咁佢學到好多翻嚟咧，就係 time management 啊，點樣同人溝通啊，點樣去 run 一個生意啊，呢啲係比較特別嘅體驗。譬如中間啦，我哋有幾位同學咧會去幫手去設計一啲軟件啊，可能將來藥房啦或者藥劑有機會用得到嘅軟件，咁亦都係有一啲機構咧剔咗我哋學生做 enrichment。咁最右手邊咧，如果大家睇到咧，就係應該我冇記錯咧，係關懷愛滋嘅一個機構。我哋有同學仔去啦，就係幫手去俾一啲 public talk 去所以其實 enrichment 咧，我哋有好幾十個機構啦，同我哋有一個 agreement 嘅，係 support 我哋啲同學做 enrichment。咁呢個咧翻到嚟同學係個體驗都好好嘅。咁呢個係我哋 ConU 比較特別嘅地方啦。仲有啦 interprofessional education， 即係跨專業嘅教育。基本上咧由1年班開始一路去到4年班，我哋藥劑嘅同學咧有機會同其他學系嘅同學一齊去做一啲上堂啊，或者做一啲 case 嘅，包括中醫啦、護士啦、醫生啦，甚至其他唔係醫護人員嘅學系都有機會。咁呢個咧係我哋 ConU 尤其醫學院啦，做得非常之成功嘅一個model 嚟嘅。咁所以所有同學咧讀喺我哋藥劑課程咧都會做到 interprofessional education。咁仲有啦，同學好中意好有興趣就係 exchange opportunity。去外國啦，去 overseas 或者去內地去做一啲交流。咁其實我哋咧同好幾間外國嘅大學同埋內地嘅大學同埋醫院咧已經有好多唔同嘅協議啦，可以俾到我哋學生咧好多機會。通常係暑假去嘅，咁暑假有3個月啦。通常啲同學就會計劃好3個月咧，每一個月會做唔同嘅嘢。咁嗱呢啲就係2年前啦，我哋去咗北京。我哋嗰個我哋帶學生去咧分幾種嘅，呢度可以去參觀嘅咧就係真係一個團啦。我哋有幾位老師會帶幾10個同學一齊過去當地嘅醫院、診所 同當地嘅醫護人員交流，甚至咧係有機會去病房啦，一齊同醫生同埋藥劑師巡訪嘅。咁北京嗰次有啦，咁上面呢一度咧就係去 Sydney 啦，我哋有幾位同學去咗 University of Sydney， 咁亦都有其他不同嘅藥學交流啊，美國啊、日本啊，咁所以呢啲咧我哋好多同學都會都有興趣去嘅。仲有就係科研啦，有好多同學咧，尤其是可能 interview 嘅時候提到，其實佢係有興趣做藥學嘅科研嘅。咁我哋個部門咧，其實本身啦有幾方面嘅科研係比較出名啦，可以話或者係做得比較強啲嘅。嗱，我哋有啲 pharmacology 即係藥理啊，一啲比較 lab base 嘅科研啦，亦都有大數據嘅科研啦。可能大家都成日都聽到大數據，我哋大數據方面咧，亦都係比較做得比較出色啦。另外當然會有啲製藥嘅科研啊，或者有各方面唔同嘅科研都有嘅。咁所以咧，每位同學嚟到我哋 ConU 嘅 B Farm Program 咧，4年班都一定要做一個科研嘅題目嘅。因為有一啲係可以揀啦，但我哋冇得揀，係一定要做一個科研嘅題目。嗱，另外啦 PBL 咧，亦都係我哋比較proud 啦嘅比較自豪嘅一樣嘢。Problem-based learning 咧係小班教學。咁而家我哋30幾40學生，每一班咧可能6至8個人係做到 PBL 啦，就係希望咧由問題出發，令個同學仔自己去諗，我有啲乜嘢有咩資料要揾，就唔係好似傳統嘅可能 tutorial 咧，就係我俾晒所有問題你，即係所謂嘅操卷啊，即係我俾一堆問題你去答啦。咁我哋就唔係咁嘅，係俾個問題你，係靠嗰班同學仔咧自發地去諗，我要揾啲咩資料出嚟。咁當然啦，成個過程咧係會有我哋嘅老師一路帶住嘅，即係我哋可能會俾你去外太空一陣，我哋會拉翻你翻嚟嘅，咁就會話翻你聽究竟今堂嘅 PBL 我哋想 achieve 到啲乜嘢 outcome 咧。咁所以每位同學都會知道究竟係個 objective 係乜嘢啦。大家知道啦，我哋第一間嘅中醫醫院開咗啦。咁作為藥劑師咧，我哋唔可以再同啲病人講話，你唔可以食中藥喎，因為你食緊西藥。因為我哋都知道喺中國人嘅社會或者香港啦嚇，好多市民咧都會食中藥嘅，可能會中西藥一齊食，或者係食中成藥啊咁。我覺得唔係要避開呢樣嘢，係應該咧俾我哋嘅學生了解多啲中藥係咩回事啦，中西藥綜合療法又係乜嘢啦，做 integrative medicine。咁所以咧，我哋嘅課程咧，我哋係有中醫嘅老師咧，會嚟幫手教我哋嘅同學嘅。4年級啦，同埋1至3年級裏邊咧，都會有中醫嘅老師會幫手教我哋嘅同學。另外啦，要睇 integrative medicine 咧，其實最好嘅地方一定係去內地㗎啦。咁我哋所以咧，亦都同幾間內地嘅 integrative medicine 嘅醫院啦，已經有個協議啦，就係俾我哋啲同學咧去睇佢哋嘅 integrative medicine。好啦 ，department support 有咩咁特別咧？因為咧，我哋嘅師生嗰個比例比較少，我哋對於同學仔咧都比較熟悉，比較即係如果唔嚟上堂都比較明顯嘅。咁就我都會關心下啲同學嘅，如果佢哋冇出現。我哋嘅老師啦，嚟自好多唔同嘅地方。好處係咧，可以將世界各地嘅藥劑嘅一啲發展，或者藥劑嘅 pharmacy practice 啦，點樣做藥劑，可以同各位同學分享咯。另外啦，我哋頭先提過啦，我哋好着重係希望教學生咧，唔係照住本書去教，因為其實而家咁多知識，你自己去 search， 甚至知識係唔缺乏。我哋有幾位咧，我哋叫做 teacher practitioner， 但係咧佢哋而家咧喺出邊係做緊藥劑師，但係我哋就會恆常地叫佢哋翻嚟幫我哋教書，咁樣咧就確保我哋嘅同學學緊嘅嘢咧係真係發生緊嘅嘢，而唔係照住個書，亦都唔知道而家其實社會發生緊咩事，所以我哋又會有 teaching practitioner。仲有咧，我哋有一個 AA 嘅制度嘅 academic advisor， 就每一位同學咧嚟到我哋藥劑課程咧，就會有一位老師咧係跟足佢4年㗎啦。咁呢4年裏邊咧，有一啲學業上啊、生活上啊、住屋上啊、感情上啊問題咧，都會揾我哋嘅。咁我哋咧就即係講笑就係佢哋我哋就係喺學校嘅佢哋嘅阿爸阿媽咁樣啦。咁我都有好幾位啦。我哋每位老師都會有幾位嘅academic advisor 啦。咁呢個係比較特別嘅，所以因為唔同嘅年級咧，啲同學問嘅問題都會唔同。咁我哋希望喺4年內咧都會一路跟住佢哋，關心住佢哋啦。咁頭先提過咧，我哋有都幾多小組嘅教學。 呢啲 workshop 啦，例如練習同病人溝通嘅技巧啦，呢度我哋都係好小組去做，因為咁樣我哋先可以幫到每位同學去進步咯。好啦，嗱，最後咧去到 admission requirement 啦，呢樣嘢我見大家即刻攞個手機出嚟啦。嗱，好 self-explanatory 嘅啫。我只會係 list 到俾大家睇一啲所謂嘅要求啦。因為有太多唔同嘅情況可以發生，因為而家你知好多試可以考㗎嘛，好多唔同制度。咁變咗咧，我哋只可以話啦，如果你有比較 specific 嘅關於 admission 嘅問題咧，一陣間可以嚟個房嗰度問我哋啦。咁但係呢個咧就係 for JUPAS 係我哋嘅要求。咁可以大家望一望。咁係咯。好，因為我諗我唔會照住佢讀啦，咁大家可以睇。跟住啦，我哋講到就係個 requirement 咧，一定要有 chemistry 嘅，或者即係一定 chemistry 啦，或者 combine science with chemistry component。第二係 working level of Cantonese， 因為我哋嘅藥劑師啦，將來我哋訓練出嚟嘅藥劑師咧，係要服務翻我哋香港嘅市民嘅。咁所以咧，我哋現階段大部分嘅香港市民都係講廣東話啦。我哋嘅 interview 入邊咧係會有一條廣東話問題嘅。嗱，有冇同學話啊開頭嘅廣東話唔係好叻，咁但係都溝通到啦。咁跟住入到嚟我哋嘅課程，我哋好多練習機會。跟住咧就去到4年級就好好啦，好多呢啲例子嘅，所以唔使太擔心。但係就唔可以真係聽唔明啊，或者係。即係好明顯㗎嘛，如果佢係完全廣東話係唔得，咁所以係 working level， 希望 conversation 就 OK 啦，同埋係可以比較有效地講到你想講嘅嘢咧，表達到咯。Interview 啦，仲有一啲 entry requirement， 咁跟住咧就會問到咩叫 entry requirement 咧，亦都可以歡迎大家可以影幅相啦，亦都係 list 晒出嚟㗎啦。Admission score 好，都係比較 self-explanatory。跟住講一講一條問題啦，就係我哋會點樣揀學生呢？如果係同一個分喎，咁就以下嘅種種咧，我哋都會睇嘅。咁因為太多唔同嘅同學嘅 scenario， 所以我哋好難話一定係咁，一定係咁，只係可以話咧，我哋個 committee 啦，負責 admission 嘅 committee 咧，會一齊去開會去傾翻呢啲 cases 嘅，每一年都係咁做，咁就會以下嘅我哋都會睇咯。嗱 interview dates 咧都係之前會有同學問到啦，咁而家只能夠係大約係6月、7月咁樣。Interview 點樣 arrange 咧？呢個都多同學問嘅。基本上啦，我哋會有 individual interview 同埋 group interview。其實有冇嘢可以準備咧？嗱，其實你嚟到嘅時候咧，我哋會問2條題目，一條英文，一條廣東話，係喺個 individual， 再有一條係用英文一個 group interview。咁其實所以你可以換句話講啦，係 total 3條問題啦。2條英文，一條係廣東話。group 嗰條咧就同一時間有4個同學仔一齊傾偈咁樣咯。咁就會有個interview 嗰個老師啦，就會以上嘅 assessment criteria 去俾分數嘅。咁頭先提到啦，呢啲 interview 嘅分數就會我哋之後會參考啦。好嗱，我今日咧需要講嘅一啲資訊咧，就去到呢一度。咁我哋今日咧其實邀請咗一位咧我哋嘅4年級學生。然後咧你不停聽我講有幾好咧，當然啦OK 嘅重要嘅。但係咧，我覺得我哋邀請咗我哋其中一位4年級嘅學生咧，想同大家做一個短短嘅分享。咁我哋而家邀請阿 Justin 上嚟。同大家講下咧，佢讀藥劑嚇點樣嘅咧？覺得係可能我哋亦都見到佢都幾多相咧，幾開心嘅相咧，同大家分享下嘅。咁我而家交個時間俾 Justin 先。呢個唔係，係都嚟。多謝。
Hello everyone, my name is Justin. 我叫 Justin 啊。咁我本身中文都唔係好好嘅，所以我自己會自然咁樣撈埋啲中文同英文嚟講啦。咁 我就係一個 Year 4嘅藥劑學生啦，咁就希望如無意外今年可以畢到業嘅。咁另外咧都講多少少，我係其中一個 class representative 啦，所以好多呢啲活動咧我都有份做嘅。咁今日咧就同你好簡單咁樣講一講我作為香港大學藥劑師學生嘅 experience 啦。咁今日個 presentation 都係分兩 part 啦，就我好簡單咁樣講一講下我嘅經驗喺一啲 academic 嘅嘢啦，例如 PEEP 啦、clerkship、internship、一啲workshops and labs、PBL and ward visit， 跟住有啲 non-academic 嘅嘢，例如teacher and student relationships 啊，或者一啲 exchange opportunities。咁我轉英文先。You might see a lot of these practical experiences and maybe a little confused, but I think you may have a little bit more understanding after Jodie's presentation just now. So for PEEP, I think it's something that's very unique to our degree because we're basically getting our hands-on experience much earlier than, let's say, a competitor university. And I think it's very interesting in the sense that you're more hands-on, so you get to experience a lot more things that might happen in real life, which would be beneficial to you, and it's much better than staying at school, just like sitting in the lectures. For me, it's sleeping in the lectures, but yeah. So apart from that, there's also a lot of clerkship experiences. So just yesterday, I finished my 2-week clerkship at AstraZeneca, and these are also arranged by the department, so you don't have to worry too much about that. But basically, with all these practical experiences, it gives you a great insight into what sector you might want to consider in pharmacy in the future. So if you don't know already, the possible sectors may be community, you could go to the industry, or you could also do hospital. So I think with these experiences, you might be more understanding of what there is to choose from. Okay. So next, I think another great thing about our curriculum is the workshops. So on the left, you can see we have an injection workshop, and you can see me there getting injected. Not me getting injected, but there's a piece of meat that they can try to inject me with. And on the right, you can see I did it's basically testing my expiratory ability. And in the middle is also something related to respiratory. So I think these are very fun hands-on experiences that, you don't get a lot. And just a bit of information, for fun stuff. While I was making this presentation, I also realized that we actually did a DEXA scan. So it's basically testing our bone mineral density. And I completely forgot that I was borderline osteopenic. Anyways. So when we talk about pharmacy, of course, there's going to be labs, right? That's pharmacy. You're making drugs, basically. And it's not like Breaking Bad or anything, but you can see we also do a lot of things that you probably won't experience in secondary school. For example, on the left, you have making capsules. You can also grind some tablets into powder. You also do other drug stability tests as well. And this is just a brief overview of all the possible labs that we do. And we also do a lot of labs. So almost every semester or every 1 to 2 semesters, we have these kind of lab sessions. So yeah, just a little background. In terms of PBL, I think this is a very valuable opportunity for us because we're actually given a real case that we all have to work together to work on. And if you can't communicate well with your classmates, then it's going to be a big problem. But I think it fosters a lot of good discussion and it helps you learn the concepts of what you're taught in the lectures more than just revising the lecture slides and yeah. In terms of ward visits, so we have ward visits every semester. And what we do is basically we're assigned to a team of students and then we'll go up to Queen Mary and then we'll basically have the patient's case there as well. So we just look at more information regarding the patient's case and then afterwards, once you collected enough information, we have to find some problems with the patient and in a week's time or in 2 weeks' time, we'll have to present the case back to our lecturers. So I think this is also similar to the learning style of PBLs, where you just learn from real cases. So non-academically, we have our academic advisor, or like I like to say that it's like our 藥劑嘅阿媽. So my 藥劑嘅阿媽 is actually right here. So yeah, I think in this degree, you're bound to get lost I mean, it's a 4-year degree and it's a very long time. There's gonna be a point in your studying where you have like some existential crisis or like you don't know what you're doing. So having a mentor is very valuable, and I'm very glad to have my ama. Anyways, so just a little bit of sharing. So last summer, I went to 2 exchanges. So one of them was the Nanjing exchange. So I went to the Chinese Pharmaceutical University, and it was quite fun. Apart from that, I also went to the University of Sydney for just a brief exchange. And I won't go into too much detail, but as Jody mentioned before, there's a lot of different exchange opportunities to places like Japan, UK, US, Canada. So I think this is definitely something that's fun and worthy to do. So a lot of you may be asking, do you have U-Life? Because as a healthcare professional or like a medical student, you have so much information to take in that maybe you don't have a U-Life, right? So just now from my previous slides, I've been saying many good things about pharmacy, or like things I enjoy and think are fun. But as you can see here, these are like all the times I fell asleep in Chiwa, or like studying until 1 in the morning, and maybe all 3 monsters that I drank in a row. So I think I'd be lying to you to say if this course is easy. But I think that goes to a lot of things in life. And I'm not just about to give like a life lecture, but like I think life isn't always sunshines and rainbows. So there has to be some ups and downs in life. So as to whether you have a U-Life or not, I think as I see from my classmates, a lot of them have a U-Life. I think the main way to have a U-Life is definitely time management. You don't have to spend your whole day revising, right? As long as you manage your time wisely, then U-Life, you can have your own U-Life as well. And I think, again, you can't expect this course to be easy because you'll be stepping in the medical field where any decision you make can impact your patients' lives for the better or for worse. So you have to expect that this course is going to be hard, or like harder than maybe other courses like social science. But anyways, so lastly, I'd end with a quote that stuck with me, which is actually a Latin phrase called fortis fortuna adiuvat, which means fortune favors the bold. So in order to reap the rewards of success, you must be brave and bold, do what you think is right, and embrace the suffering. So I think that's all for what I'd like to present today. Good luck with your DSE and IB, and most importantly, enjoy the rest of your life before entering university. Thank you.
好，咁我多謝我藥劑個仔同我哋分享下，係佢4年跟住我嘅，係啦。我覺得 Justin 講得好好係，我諗當你決定咗你想做一位醫護人員、醫生、護士、藥劑師或者其他醫護人員，最緊要係擺幫病人呢個心係喺正中啦。你一定要有個心去幫病人，同埋做得醫護人員咧，日新月異嘅醫學嘅知識咧，係靠你將來去自己去發掘。因為我哋喺學校，我成日同啲同學講係今日教嘅嘢咧，可能聽日已經 outdate 咗噶啦。但係呢個冇辦法，因為我哋係想咁噶嘛，我哋係想藥學去進步，去幫更多嘅病人。咁所以咧我諗讀藥劑啦，或者做藥劑師咧，要好細心啦，要希望可以幫到病人嘅嗰個心係好緊要啦，同埋係唔易嘅，好似 Justin 都講咗幾次。如果我同你講讀藥劑好簡單咧，就應該係冇可能嘅。我哋係有一 set 嘅 professional standard 需要大家去達到嘅。 咁樣我哋將來先可以去服務我哋嘅病人，佢哋先會信任我哋咯，而唔係啱啱得過且過就唔係可以咁樣嘅做醫護人員。咁所以今日我哋希望俾到大家一啲咧對於藥劑師啦或者藥劑呢個行業嘅認識啦，同埋對於我哋香港大學嘅 B-Pharm program 嘅一啲更加深入嘅了解嘅。咁少少 housekeeping 咧，就我哋12點咧就會喺 SR4 即係 Seminar Room 4嗰度咧就會開始我哋個 consultation room。所以如果大家聽完有問題喎，因為我哋個房要交俾下一個 program 啦，咁所以咧就歡迎大家一陣間去我哋嗰間房嗰度問我哋問題，咁我哋幾位老師啊同學都會喺嗰度，咁麻煩大家咧就喺前面呢度走係嘛？係啦，係就唔好去翻出邊啦，因為出面已經有其他人排緊隊入嚟聽下一個，咁就可以喺前面嗰度慢慢離開嘅。好多謝大家。